Shalom, shalom. This is the brother Mawan coming to you with another lesson. And as always, we're going to start off by saying Kal Halal, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kal HaKudash. As always, we give double honors to the apostles and our elders, our elder bishops of Great Millstone who rule well. And also we give blessings and peace, salutations to the hopeful elect, and blessings upon the remnant destined for salvation. So I'm going to do a quick lesson on this, man, because it's interesting. In fact, we brought this up. We had a little after camp, little lesson and that. And, we brought up the fact of these high-level Edomites, or not even just the Edomites, man, because there's plenty of high-level elites out there that aren't actually Edomites, but, the elites that have plot and schemed for their safety in the impending doom that's coming to this planet, right? Meaning, when Yahweh Shai comes back to destroy this place, these guys think they can hide out, whether it be in the in the mountains, in the hills, underground, whatever, man. They're gonna, they're planning that already. They think they can outsmart Yahweh Shai, man, which is impossible. So, we just talk about how they're building their bunkers and that, $1 billion bunkers, man, with the highest, amount of luxuries. And, in order to outlast, the destruction and continue living for many years, man. This is not a thing where they're planning to just, stay there for a year or two, man. There's vast areas under the ground, that they've built. There's rumors about, the Georgia International Airport having some sort of facilities under there for the elites, man. Plus many other places. But yeah, let's just read this article. So it says Mark Zuckerberg building doomsday bunker. It says the US tech billionaire is reportedly constructing a Hawaii compound that includes a 5,000 square foot underground shelter. That is a lot of area, man. He's not messing around. And they have the facilities and they have the funds to do so. All right, they can do these things. It's nothing to them. It says featuring an escape hatch and a tunnel leading to 2 connecting mansions. It says the project is located on the Hawaiian island of, I'm not sure how to say this, so I'm probably going to butcher it, Kauai, I'm not sure. Anyway, Kauai. It says, and it's so secretive that carpenters, electricians, and other contractors are muzzled by non-disclosure agreements, according to a report this week by U.S. media outlet Wired. You hear things in particular stories that you read, and whether it be fictional or non-fiction, about guys doing this sort of thing, and the guys that end up doing the construction work, they go missing or turn up dead, man, because ultimately, if it's a secret, you don't want anybody knowing, man. So who knows what's going to happen to them guys, man? I'm just saying. I'm not saying that's a fact. I'm just saying that's going to happen. I'm just saying, you hear these sorts of things, right? I've read many a story, fictional story where, guys are dealing with conspiracies and they have people constructing things for them, but then they have to then put to death the people that are working for them because they can't afford to allow them to reveal the secrets. Anyway, reading on. It says the compound stretches across about 1,400 acres on land that Zuckerberg began buying in August 2014. A spokeswoman for the billionaire told Wired that he and his wife Priscilla Chan spent 170 million to purchase the property, which they view as their family home. Known as Kolau Ranch, the compound reportedly produces its own energy and water supplies, and on-site ranching and farming can provide the food. The property will include more than a dozen buildings with at least 30 bedrooms and 30 bathrooms combined, said White, citing property records and interviews with unidentified contractors. Right, see? So, this isn't even a thing that, it's not just him. There's going to be quite a few people in there, I'd expect. This man's he's an important figure in this world. There's probably going to be people, aides, there's probably going to be, people like, doctors, nurses, and people that to advise him in the situations what's going on. He's probably going to have some security in there, maybe even a little, his own little private little army, because it's peak times that are coming, man. So 2 mansions at the centre of the compound will total about 57,000 square feet of living space, and 11 disc-shaped tree houses will be connected by rope bridges. The property will be dotted with guest houses and will include a large building with a gym, pool, sauna, hot tub, and tennis court. So this is like living in luxury. This isn't like, a lot of these are low-level guys that are called preppers. They're out there making their little bunkers with the tin food and all that stuff. With their guns and their first aid kits and all that bug out equipment, and they buy. It's not that we're talking about here. We're talking about a home away from home here. They're gonna be in complete luxury, man. While they expect to be complete luxury while the world, especially Babylon, is burning to the ground. It says the bunker will have living space, a mechanical room, a metal door filled with concrete. Many of the compound's doors will be soundproofed and operated by keypads. Some of the passages, such as a blind door in the library, will be designed to resemble walls. It's a secret passageways, man. Dozens of cameras will be stationed around the property. Just one small operations building will have more than 20 cameras. And on a side note, and hopefully this won't spoil it for those who haven't seen it, but that movie on Netflix, Leave the World Behind, there's a scene where a bunker's found under a mansion. And, when I was watching it, someone opened the door to the bunker because it was so obvious. But I was thinking to myself, if I was to do that, if I was to build a bunker, under my property or wherever it is, I would conceal that door. I would make that door look like something else, like a hidden panel on a wall or a bookshelf, something like that. And it's exactly what he's done here, or that's what they're speculating he's done anyway. Wired based its $100 million cost estimate on building permits, saying the actual figure will likely be higher. The cost rivals that of the largest private personal construction projects in human history. And I'm sure he's not happy that this is getting leaked. But at the end of the day, who's going to be able to breach that? Because look, it says a 6-foot wall reportedly blocks views of the property as well as the ocean from a road fronting the compound. Security guards are stationed at the entrance gate and patrol the nearby beaches on all-terrain vehicles. So the question is now, why is he doing this? Or why are they doing it? Because the impending doom, they don't know. I'm sure some of the elites, especially those the heads like the Rothschilds and that, they know what's coming. But he probably knows as well, man. He probably knows. These guys know about Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. They know what side of history they're on and what side they're on. They know they're on the left hand side, man. Right? They know. So they know what's coming for them. So let's get into the scriptures real quick, man. So Isaiah 24. I'm going to try and skim over it because I've got a couple more scriptures that I want to get out just to make the point. But this shouldn't take too long anyway. So Isaiah 24:1, it says, Behold, the Lord maketh the earth empty, and maketh it waste, and turneth it upside down, and scattereth abroad the inhabitants thereof. It's self-explanatory. And it shall be as with the people, so with the priest, as with the servant, so with his master, and with the maid, so with her mistress, as with the buyer, so with the seller, as with the lender, so with the borrower, as with the taker of usury, so with the giver of usury to him. So everyone's going to get it, man. All those outside of the elect are going to get the same, are going to get dealt the same way. Right? The land shall be utterly emptied and utterly spoiled, for the Lord hath spoken this word. So, the Lord's spoken it, man. There's no getting around it. He's not going to go back on his word, man. Verse 4 says, The earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth and fadeth away. And that's this world, man. Right? This earth is languishing. It's in a disarray. The wickedness is on an all-time high. Everywhere you go, people are just walking around with these wicked demonic spirits on them, man. It's in the air now. You can feel it everywhere. People aren't nice. There's no such thing as nice, good people, man. All right. Everyone's selfish, out for themselves, wicked, doing wicked stuff behind the scenes. So this place has to be reset, man. People, the spirit on this place has to be removed. It says the haughty people of the earth do languish. Who's the haughty people, man? The proud, man. And the proud basically is the Edomites, man. All right? Because they're going down bad. So if you look at the way America, aka Babylon, is looked upon these days, it's a laughing stock. Right? They're getting found out, exposed. Verse 5 says, The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. Therefore hath the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left. So this is why these guys are building these bunkers, because their punishment is on its way. The end of their reign on this earth is coming. It says, The new wine mourneth, the vine languisheth, all the merry-hearted do sigh. The mirth of tabrets ceaseth, the noise of them that rejoice endeth, the joy of the harp ceaseth. So, fun and games, merriment, mirth is coming to an end for the heathens, anyway, and for the Edomites, but not for Israel, and also for the wicked of Israel. They're gonna have to go down bad, man. It says, verse 9 says, They shall not drink wine with a song. Strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it. Yeah, man, because you can drink in merriment and enjoy your drink, or you can drown your sorrows, man. All right. So this is bad times. What do you do in bad times, man? It's sorrowful. Verse 10 says, The city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up that no man may come in. So what's the city of confusion? Well, that's Babylon. From the word Babal, meaning confusion, man. Verse 11 says, There is a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone. In the city is left desolation, and the gate is smitten with destruction. When thus it shall be in the midst of the land among the people, there shall be as the shaking of an olive tree, and as the gleaning grapes when the vintage is done. And what's that destruction, man? So it says, in the city is left desolation, and the gate is smitten with destruction. So the destruction is those missiles. All right, let's not forget. This is those missiles. This is why. This is the main reason why they have to bury themselves underground to avoid that um, destruction. Is or to attempt to anyway. There would be no sense them building a house on the top of a mountain somewhere and trying to avoid it like that, because you'll be a prime target. So you have to go beneath the earth in any attempt to avoid that destruction. But then it says, when thus it shall be in the midst of the land among the people, there shall be as the shaking of an olive tree, right? So you shake the olive tree, everything, all the olives are falling, man. So it's gonna be like the missiles raining down upon the earth, man. You know, so many, and the majority for Babylon, and AKA America. And it says, and as the gleaning grapes when the vintage is done, they shall lift up their voice, they shall sing for the majesty of the Lord, they shall cry aloud from the sea. Wherefore glorify ye the Lord in the fires, even the name of the Lord Yahweh, the power of Israel in the isles of the sea. Listen, because when the missiles come raining down, man, it's going to be frightening, even for the elect. All right, this is something that we've never seen before, right? So that's even so. In those times, you want to be praising and glorifying the Lord, man, because He's doing His work, and you want to be that one of the men that are going to get caught up in the air and changed, man, and taken into the chariot, man. All right, to avoid that destruction, as talks about that in Revelation 15, man. You know, the sea of glass looking down upon the earth, man, and watching all the destruction happening, man. That's where we want to be. It says, from the uttermost part of the earth we have heard songs, even glory to the righteous. But I said, my leanness, woe unto me. The treacherous dealers have dealt treacherously. Yea, the treacherous dealers have dealt very treacherously. And the treacherous dealers are the elites, man, of Edom, Idumea. It says, fear and the pit and the snare are upon thee, O inhabitant of the earth. And it shall come to pass that he who flee from the noise of the fear shall fall into the pit, and he that cometh out of the midst of the pit shall be taken in the snare. For the windows from on high are open, and the foundations of the earth do shake. So, those missiles raining down from the sky, right, are going to cause this earth to shake, to reel to and fro, man, as it says. It says, the earth is utterly broken down, the earth is clean dissolved, the earth is moved exceedingly. The earth shall reel to and fro, as we just said, like a drunkard, and shall be removed like a cottage, and the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it, and it shall fall and not rise again. And this is really talking about Babylon, man, because the rest of the earth is, Babylon's going to be made desolate, all right? So it's not going to be inhabited at all, man. Nothing's going to grow there. It's going to be desolation. It's going to be just the creatures that can survive and things like that, man. Creatures you don't want to be around. It says, and it shall come to pass that in that day that the Lord shall punish the hosts of the high ones that are on high, and the kings of the earth upon the earth. So the elites, the wicked rulers. And they shall be gathered together as prisoners are gathered in the pit, and they shall be shut up in prison, and after many days they shall be visited. Then the moon shall be confounded, and the sun ashamed, when the Lord of hosts shall reign in Mount Zion, and in Jerusalem, and before his ancients gloriously. So that impending destruction is what this guy thinks he can avoid, man. I can't wait to see Yahushua come back and you know, show them that it's the escape is not possible, right? All right, let's get to the point. Isaiah 16:16 says, "Behold, I will send for many fishers, saith the Lord, and they shall fish them." So once, the elect are brought up into the chariots and the destruction has occurred, right? The elect are going to go down with the angels and that, and Yahweh Shai will drag these demons out of their little hidey holes, man, right? It says, "For I will send many fishers. Behold, I will send for many fishers, saith the Lord, and they shall fish them. And after I will send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain, and from every hill, and out of the holes of the rocks." So what's that? That's the little or not, I shouldn't even say little, what am I saying? After what we read, that's these vast underground facilities that they have, man. They're gonna be dragged out of them places, man. You think these guys, they're so haughty and proud that with so much resources that they can afford to build these massive facilities under the ground with saunas and swimming pools and tennis courts, man. You know, just imagine they're gonna have chefs cooking for them and all of that. Still gonna have their maids and making their beds and washing their clothes and all of that stuff. You think they're not gonna change the way they live just because they're living underground? It says, "For mine eyes are upon all their ways; they are not hid from my face, neither is their iniquity hid from mine eyes." So just because they're ducking underground, the Lord knows. He has his angels watching everything. He knows what they're doing, and he knows what they've done. So that's why they're gonna get punished, man. And first, verse 18, "And first I will recompense in their iniquity and their sin double, because they have defiled my land." And that's especially to those the small hat man, small hats, them JOOs, man. "They have filled mine inheritance with the carcasses of their detestable and abominable things." So they can, try and flee as best they can, but and look at this. Look at the headline on this. To look at the pointer on this, Amos 9:1. It says, "Yahweh's judgment unavoidable, man." It says, verse 1, "I saw the Lord standing upon the altar, and he said, Smite the lintel of the door, that the posts may shake, and cut them in the head, all of them, and I will slay the last of them with the sword. He that fleeth of them shall not flee away, and he that escapeth of them shall not be delivered." So there's no getting away, right? There's no, you know, hiding from this. It says, "Though they dig into hell," meaning the ground, "thence shall mine hand take them. Though they climb up to heaven, thence will I bring them down." So, well, no matter where they hide, man. It says, "And though they hide themselves in the top of Carmel, I will search and take them out thence. And though they be hid from my sight in the bottom of the sea, thence I will command the serpent, and he shall bite them." So even in the sea, man, because we know what's in the sea, you know, the Leviathan is there, and that, the Leviathan, you have to understand the ways of the Lord, man. The Lord makes creatures, and he makes beasts, and he makes all these living things, and he doesn't make one of them. All right, everything is reproduced. Right, so you don't just imagine there to be one Leviathan beast at the bottom of the sea, man. There'll be many. That's the natural way. So, Revelation 6 and 12. And I beheld when he had opened the sixth seal, and lo, there was a great earthquake, and the sun became black as sackcloth of hair, and the moon became as blood, and the stars of heaven fell unto the earth, even as a fig tree casteth her untimely figs when she is shaken of a mighty wind. So we read that about the olives, man, back in Isaiah 24. It says, because remember, it says about she's shaken of a mighty wind. Because remember, the angels are holding back the four winds. The four winds is that destruction from the nuclear missiles, man. Verse 14 says, and the heaven departed as a scroll when it was rolled together, and every mountain and island were moved out of their places. So, as we also read the earth reading to and fro, man, that's that massive destruction. People are going to feel the vibrations of Babylon's destruction all over the earth, man. Imagine that. Verse 15 says, and the kings of the earth, and the great men, and the rich men, and the chief captains, and the mighty men, and every bondman, and every free man, hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains, and said to the mountains and the rocks, fall on us, and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne, and from the wrath of the Lamb. So that's he that sitteth on the throne is the Heavenly Father, and the Lamb is Yahweh Shai, man. Because Yahweh Shai is going to be the one down here. He says, for the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand? And that's the point. They're gonna find. He's gonna find that Zuckerberg's gonna find that all that money and time that has gone into building his little little. I keep saying little, but his underground facility to save his ass when Yahweh Shah comes back. It's gonna be all for naught, man. I mean, how disappointing is he gonna be in that time when he realizes he's wasted his time, all his resources on that for nothing, just to get his ass dragged out and put into captivity, man. That's if he even makes it to the end. We don't know if he doesn't even know if he's gonna make it to the end, man. So yeah, these hidey holes that they're building, man, it's all for nothing. Right? Their judgment is already been told or foretold, and there's no getting around that, man. All right. So Lord willing, that was edifying, and yeah. I'll say, shalom to the next lesson. Shalom.